Fair people of Scotland, let me ask you this. Are we rowing? Are we having a row? Did I create a bit of a stooshy? Have I triggered the Scots? I think the answer could be yes. So I probably should apologize, but not for everything. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Lido Loca. I am your host, Tony, here to, try to make amends with a people group that I have possibly triggered, possibly offended. About a month ago, I released a video where I talked about being scolded in Scotland. And that video has raised the ire of some fine Scottish folk. Really, 5 offenses have been brought to my attention. 4 offenses, they're probably on me. 4 offenses, they're probably on me. We'll address them. But the 5th, the 5th is on you. And for that, I probably will be taking you to task. So I dare you to wait to the end for a good old U.S. American scolding. It's coming your way. But offense number 1 is this. I got several comments on that video that I was saying Scatland. S-C-A-T-L-A-N-D, Scatland. And maybe that's just the way you hear it. I don't think I was saying Scatland, but I think the appropriate pronunciation is Scotland. Scotland. That could be completely wrong, but I think it's probably better accepted than Scatland. And so for those that may have heard me say Scatland instead of Scotland, I deeply apologize. Obviously, I don't want to get the name of your country wrong. That one is on me. Offense number 2, in my excitement, instead of calling Bannockburn, I called it Bannockbrook. I filmed that video just a couple days after I was at the battlefield. And if you've ever had to fumble around with new places, new words in your head, sometimes bringing them from your brain to your mouth can be a challenge. And I said it in a way with conviction that probably even in the edit, I did not know that I had referenced the name incorrectly. And of course, Bannockburn is a very important battle site there in Scotland. And I wanted to make sure that I came here and apologize for saying it wrong. And again, that one is on me. Sorry about that. Major offense against the Scottish people. Number 3, repeatedly during that video, I referred to Robert the Bruce as just Robert Bruce. And I've been corrected on that several times in the comments. Let me tell you how that came to be, why I was saying Robert Bruce instead of Robert the Bruce. I'd always heard Robert the Bruce. However, when we arrived at Bannockburn, we were greeted by a very nice Scottish historian who took us into a battle room and described the battle there. And throughout that explanation, he referred to Robert the Bruce as Robert Bruce. Just Robert Bruce. And so I left that presentation completely confused. And I thought, maybe I was saying it wrong. Maybe people in Scotland say Robert Bruce instead of Robert the Bruce. And so I tried to put my best foot forward and say the right thing. And in doing so, apparently, I put my foot right in my mouth and said the wrong thing. Can somebody help me out? Why would the Scottish historian at the battlefield refer to Robert the Bruce as Robert Bruce? Is it after he became king, then he was King Robert Bruce, or is he always... I still am confused. Even after looking through the internet, I am confused as to the whole thing. So someone help me out, please. But for that offense, I certainly apologize. That is on me. Now, I did say I would take responsibility for 4 of the 5 offenses, but I don't think I'm going to take responsibility for offense number 4. During the video, I highlighted a group of singers that were singing in one of the chapels there in Stirling Castle, and they were singing without instrumentation, and I referred to them as an a cappella group, and several people jumped in the comments and said, no, that's just a choir. I spent a lot of time in choirs, and I've spent a lot of time in groups that sing without instrumentation, and in the US, if your group sings without instrumentation, that's an a cappella group, maybe even an a cappella choir if we want to stretch it. But for the most part, choirs in the United States usually sing with some sort of accompaniment. So with that in mind, and based on the comments of people saying that's just a choir, my assumption would have to be that all choirs in Scotland sing a cappella. They sing without any instrumentation. I just don't believe that that is true. Maybe somebody can verify that for me. If all choirs in Scotland sing without instrumentation, then I guess a choir would be more appropriate to use than an a cappella group as far as a descriptor. But either way, doesn't this seem like a crazy thing to spend your time commenting on? Really? Please, somebody let me know. Are all choirs in Scotland, do they all perform without instrumentation? And if the answer to that question is no, then you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I think a great Scottish poet wrote that. Maybe not. But anyways, for this offense, I will not apologize. Now, let's talk about the unicorn in the room. The title of my video was Scolded in Scotland. And the premise of the video is that during my wonderful day into the beautiful countryside of a beautiful country, I ran into a person in character in Stirling Castle that scolded me because I suggested that unicorns are mythical creatures. And man, the comments lit up with people saying that I completely missed the fact that the person that was in character was just having a go at me, was just funning with me, was just, you know, taking the you know what out of me. And all these experts in subtle humor lectured me about my inability to recognize the humor of the moment. Let me clear it up. Do I think that I really got scolded in Scotland? Do I think that the young lady talking about unicorns was really giving me a hard time? Or do I think she was just having fun with me? Of course she was just having fun of me. This is the thing that has blown my mind about this video, and really the reason that I made this video. All of you experts at humor and subtlety and having a go at people completely missed the fact that the premise of the video, that I got scolded in Scotland, was having a go so that I could come up with a fun way to show you Scotland. That's right. Consider that you've had the pee taken out of you. I like the ones that get real vitriol too, like dumb American, can't tell when humor is. It's like you just want to shoot back and go, oh yeah, I'm the dumb one. You completely missed the subtlety of the whole thing. For that, I will not apologize. No, it's all in good fun. Look, I had a wonderful time in Scotland, and I got chastised a little bit for feeling sentimental that maybe 10 generations ago my people were there. The origin of my family. I got chastised for that. Don't feel any pride for a land that you've never visited. I don't know, man, but I hope that clears up a few things, and I do need some help. Somebody help me with Robert the Bruce, and apologies for all of the mispronunciations, but I hope that you see that my heart is in the right place, and now I'm excited that I have this video, so instead of trying to explain stuff by typing in the comments, I can just link this video. Are we rowing, Scotland? Are we having a row? Have I triggered you? Are we all good? Peace and love. Peace and love. Of course, that's a Ringo Starr thing, and that's from Liverpool. But peace and love from the U.S. And how about this? I purposely left out footage of Scotland, so you go check out one of my Scotland videos. I went to Glasgow. I also had that day in Stirling. If you really want to see Scotland, from my perspective, go check out those videos next. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.